Thank you. Cheers. Good evening to all watching. We are here in the quarterfinals of the British Masters Classics event. We've got Dan Pratchett stepping up on Stern's Magic. It's a great spinner game. We've had Timber step up on ball one. He got 46,000, which is, not a huge score. Okay. Dan's going for a spinner. It's not lit, but it's still good. Good to get back up top. Collect more letters in Magic. Oh, flipper fumble. Here comes Ian Clark. Nice save there, and through the spinner, back up top, picks up the A. Those drop targets on the upper right, just to the right of the pops, they are your bonus X, so they are very good to instantly catch. They're very hard to shoot directly. You can shoot them, but it's tight. Oh, unlucky, he's out the outlane there. But he's made the most progress so far on ball one, 107,000. Here comes the hammer. Rich Mallet, veteran of many such finals. Let's see what he can produce. Good catch straight through the spinner. He picks up another drop target through the spinner. It's great. Oh, the center post didn't help him. Okay. 36. So after ball one, Ian Clark has a slight advantage, but this is very catchable. It's not uncommon to see scores of 600, 700,000, even over $1 million on Magic. So this is very doable. If you get your spinner, there's the bonus collect. He would have liked to get that a bit later in the ball, but you can get it again. Up and back through the spinner. Misses the left spinner, but nice catch again. Oh, and straight through. Yeah. It's a very fast game, Magic. It can catch you out sometimes with some of the returns. All right, okay, he's got his A. Another drop. Oh, and he keeps it in. Good. Gets his final drop, so that's bonus X. That's great. And his spinner is fully lit on the right there. Oh, he went for a big rip. Yeah, you go. Huge, huge rip there. His score is getting up near... Oh, it's over 200,000. And that's gone. He had 3x bonus there, which is very nice. That'll take him around 300k. Okay, 293. Yeah, very solid second ball there from Timber. Puts up a bit of a mark for the rest of them to chase. Oh, yeah. Digs it out there. Well done, Dan. Yeah, catch, take your breath. Probably go for the spinner here. Okay, looks like we lost the video of Dan, but I can still see the playfield. Oh, good centre post save. Beautiful. Really well done. Picks up a G. Can he get some more drops? He gets one more. Oh, he's hammering away. He just needs to get some control here. Okay, nice. Gets through the spinner. And the other spinner. Wow, he's really flying now. Here we go. There's the A. Couldn't quite get that final drop. That would be really nice to get that bonus cranked up. Okay, he's got 36k of bonus right now. You can get, yeah. He's pointing at that fully lit spinner. He wants it, but he can't quite get the transfer over. That spinner is so juicy right now. Here we go, big rip. Oh, he's a bit late, he's a bit late. That's always a peril when you're shooting a moving ball of just going a bit late, and he's out of here. That's a real shame. That spinner was so cranked up, but that's still a really good ball for Dan. It could have just been the icing on the cake there. 295 he pulls very slightly ahead of Timber, but this is a really tight one. And Dan really needs this because he took a 0 in the first game on Quicksilver, so he really needs some points here to keep himself alive. Ooh, lucky in lane there. Through the spinner, nice. Good from Ian Clark. Oh, no, not that time. 176. Okay, he can still catch them. Right, let's see what the hammer can produce. I still can't see the players, I'm just watching the playfield here. Okay, gets a drop. Okay, through the spinner, nice. Kiss of another drop. Spinner is lit on the right. Oh, misses it. It's lit on the left. Yeah, nice, good. Yeah, there's a bonus X. 2X, very nice. It's got 2 times 9 right now. Go for the spinner. Yeah, nice, back up top. You can see the rhythm of this game now, you know, it's just get control, shoot one of the spinners, hope you get a nice feed out the pops. Oh, and the centre post, great patience there not to try and move the game there because the centre post came to his rescue. Go on, get that spinner. Oh, bit late again. Okay, he gets through it, back through. Okay, out of here. But that's good. That puts Rich just into the lead, I think. I say just, I think he's quite nicely into the lead. I think he's around 350. No, sorry, 326. Yeah, so Rich is in the lead. Oh, straight out for Timber. So Timber will finish on 310. So his maximum finishing now is a second in this, which will be a 2 points. But this should be, hopefully for Dan's perspective, quite easy for him to chase down. 15k. It might not happen. It's you can get houseballed on Magic, but I think he'll be feeling quite confident of that when he steps up. Here it comes, through the G, pop, pop, pop. Oh, it's a horrible feed down, but he survives the centre post. Wow. Wow, great patience there just to let that happen. He could have very easily fumbled that down the middle, and he's past Timber, okay. And he's gone now, okay. So he's past Timber, he's past Rich for now, but obviously Rich has ball in hand. Now let's see if Ian can do anything. You know, he's 135 to catch Timber, and another 32 beyond that to catch Dan. Oh, that's gone. No, Ian won't do it. So that'll be a 0 for Ian, unfortunately for him. And Rich just has to get 16k, and then he can walk off. Oh, dangerous. Is he going to get there? Oh, he's not. He's too short. Oh, my word. So, Dan takes a 4. Rich takes a 2. Timber takes a 1. Ian takes a 0. Wow, that was huge. Oh, it was so close. So that means Timber will be on 5, Dan will be on 4, Ian will stay on 2, and Rich will be on 3. So it's all to play for. Anybody could still get out of this group. But wow, some real tense action there with that Rich trying to chase down that small total and not managing to get the nice feed. That's a real shame for him. All right, yeah, I thought that it was showing me 0-1-4-2, so I didn't realise.
No, we just put the scores in.
Oh, right, okay, wow, okay, fine.
It's a breaker. I think you moved the rig to the breaker.
Fine, okay, cool. So you noticed Dan.
Well, the hammer's through.
Yeah, well, I saw you just, were you like 2k short on winning that?
What?
You're like, what, 2k short on winning that game there?
I tried.
Yeah. No, sorry, just got a horrible feed.
I got on both.
Yeah, a horrible feed. Okay, I've just been corrected there. So the results hadn't been updated, so I was looking at, I thought that was the second game of the 3, but it was actually the third. So we got a situation here where Rich did get through with 7, and we're going to have a tie break between Timber and Dan, and I'm waiting to see what the game for that is going to be. So apologies for the misinformation on the scores there. So that 2K was huge at the end there, because, yeah, if Rich had overtaken Dan, then Dan would have not been in the semis. It would have just been, yeah, Rich would have just gone through. Rich and Timber would have got through, so that was massive for Dan, that not getting that 2K from Rich. Okay, the rig is moving to Embryon. This is a massive pin. It's like I think it's a super wide body. It's a Bally pin. I think it came out in 81 at the same time as like Fathom and all those. It's a really interesting and dangerous pin to play. There's so many dangerous shots here. I'll start talking through once we get into the game, but there is a lot that you don't want to shoot and not very much that you do. Okay, we're going. So that's one of the things you do want to shoot, getting through those top lanes there. As long as you survive the feed, yep. Which Timber does. Back through, gets the third one. So what I'm expecting to see, I'm expecting this to go through the spinner up to the top. Just like so. Just keep collecting those lanes, survive the feed out of the pops. Pick up some rewards from the drop targets. Yep, completes the drops. Very nice. What I'm not expecting to see people do is to go for that captive ball right in the middle, which looks very tempting, but is instant death if you try it. Embryon also has a very interesting in-out lane, which you just saw Timber nudge his way out of there. So that is straight down to the out lane. You can rescue it, but it can be difficult to do so without tilting. Unfortunately, we can't see the very edge of the game because it's so wide. But he's gone back through the spinner, back through the lit lane. You know, this is easy. You could do this all day, Timber. Spinner again, coming. Yeah, oh, no, didn't quite get it that time. He's back up top. Yeah, picks up another drop target. Well, you see there's a sort of circle that's going around, a circle of colours. And basically when you complete the drops, whatever it's on is the reward you get. And that can range from all sorts of things like points, letters in Embryon, extra balls if they're turned on, which they're not here. It could go top for the saucer. Yep, perfect. So if you keep going up into that saucer, it gives you a nice reliable feed down into that upper flipper. Clearly Timber is extremely comfortable with this game. He's playing it really controlled. He's not got in trouble yet. Back through the spinner. His score, and it's not huge yet. I would say a good score on Embryon. Anything over 500,000 is pretty impressive. But it can stitch you up royally. You know, it's not uncommon to see scores of 20k, 50k. But I think Timber, if he carries on playing like this, will do very well indeed. Back up into the saucer, hit some drops. Yeah, it's yeah. This is meat and drink for Timber. Oh, that's a fumble though. Okay, let's see where his bonus ends up. Oh, that's big. 370 on ball one. That's huge. That's putting a load of pressure on Dan. Let's go and chase that down now. Basically, Dan just needs to do exactly the same. Spinner from the right flipper, saucer from the left flipper, then use the upper flipper to take out the drop target, just like that. One more. Nope, didn't get the last one. Yeah, bounces over. Spinner. Nope, didn't get it. Okay, it's going to come hurtling down. Yep, nice. Trap it, have a think, and go for the spinner. Nope. Okay, got the saucer, got the last drop. Spinner through the lit lane, and straight out. That's brutal. 53. That is not bad, but that still leaves him a good way to go to catch Timber. Let's see what Timber can pull out on ball two. Just a reminder, this is the quarterfinals, which is the round of 16. There were about 66 entrants into this competition, 32 qualified for the finals, and it's Papa all the way through. There's been no buys at all. So this is the second round of 16. Okay, Tim's just bouncing around up there, quite safe. Another set of drops. Nice control, saucer. Yeah, the other shot there, so you can go for the drops from that upper flipper, or alternatively there is a gate. There's a one-way gate there which goes up into the top lanes there, which isn't a bad result, but I think most people would rather have the drops if you had to pick one of the two. Okay, spinner coming. Yeah, perfect. Oh, he's just nailing everything. It's just a really composed game from Timber, given the amount of pressure that's involved in a playoff. A lovely little flutter catch there. More spinner. Yeah, he's quickly closing on 500,000. No, he escaped. There is a horrible little outlane situation over to the right, which you can't quite. It's not quite in frame, but it's quite easy to not survive that. So Timber did get through that. Good save. Okay, through the spinner again. It honestly looks like he could do this all day. Through the center, more points. He's on 617. Oh, danger, danger, danger. Can he save out that lane? Yes, he can. Great bump. He didn't tilt. That's textbook. That is how to get out of that bump, how to get out of that drain there, because that in-lane, out-lane is so horrible. He's a bit wild right now, but yeah, I said he got a bit wild, and that got him. But that's a great second ball. Seriously, is he going to go over 800? 793. That's massive. He really has left Dan an absolute mountain to climb now. It's not going to get it much closer, unfortunately. Fairly quick drain for Dan. He really has left him a huge target here. Okay. It's just recording, it's not streaming live, so. Okay, Timber back to spinner and saucer land. Gets through the spinner, but not all the way through. And another set of drops. And another lit middle lane. This bonus is absolutely huge. I think there is a reasonable likelihood that Timber is going to go over $1 million here. In fact, I think as long as he doesn't tilt, I think he will go over $1 million here just on bonus. It's just all going right for Timber here. Straight through the spinner again. Yep, little fairly easy save. Back to the saucer again. More drop targets. He's closing on 950,000 before bonus. 955, 960. That'll come hurtling down, and that's not going to survive. Okay, he's out, but this bonus will take him safely over $1 million.
He's rolled it.
He has rolled it. I thought there was a 7th digit, but I don't think there is. So he's rolled it there at 1.2 million is the target for Dan Pratcher. That is huge. I think that is better than the top qualifying score on this game today, which I think last time I looked was around 700,000 or 800,000. So Dan has to have the mother of all balls here to catch him. He's just got to keep going. Spinner, saucer, spinner, saucer, spinner, saucer forever. And so far it's going well. He's hit the spinner a couple of times. Oh, and he's gone. Okay. That was a valiant effort by Dan, but that was always going to be a tough ask. And Timber has taken it with over $1 million to spare. Timber advances. Dan's had a great day, but his will end in the final round of 16. Okay, I can bring you some more embryons. So this game is the final game of Group 4. So it's not up on the screen, but Group 4 is Nathan Garwood, Martin Bedford, Kurt Louie and Pete Bennett in that order. So the scores at the minute, Nathan player 1 is on 6 points. Martin player 2 is on 0. Kurt player 3 has gone 2. And Pete, who is player 4, is also on 6 along with Nathan. So basically, the only way that Nathan and Pete aren't going through together is if Kurt wins and one of Nathan and Pete come last. Then there would be a tiebreaker between whichever one of them comes last and Kurt. Any other result, and it will be Nathan and Pete going through. Which is a great result for the East Anglian Pinball Alliance. You know, Nathan and Pete both very regular players there. Anyway, Nathan is currently on machine and he's making good progress. He's on 135,000 and he's playing the game just like Timber was. Saucer, drop targets, spinner, ignore everything else. Can he save it? No, he can't. So that was where Timber got that nice just bump left to right as the ball reaches the bottom of that lane to get it to go through the one-way gate. Nathan couldn't quite get the timing. Anyway, 205,000, that's a really good ball one. And I would deign to say that 205 is probably enough to already not get you last on this machine. But that could be me being somewhat flippant, but we'll see. And Martin takes an early bath on ball 1 there, 56k. Again, something to build on. Annoyingly, I can't quite see the score for player 3, so I'm kind of flying blind on score on this one, but we'll probably be able to tell if this is a good ball for Kurt or not. Nice dig there to save that one. I think Kurt's just getting to grips with the bounces now, finds the saucer lovely, finishes a set of drop targets, and gets 2 down on his next set. He's not quite as dialed on the saucer yet. That area over to the right there is a captive ball there, but it's not really worth a lot. That's the shot you want. Saucer doesn't get any more drops. He's in danger here. Oh, well saved, but he tilts. Oh, that's so unlucky. That's the move you wanted, just a little bit softer. Unfortunately, I can't tell you what Kurt got on that ball, but I would expect it's probably similar to what Martin got. And Pete has got the stopwatch out. Pete loves to make sure he gets his full IFPA endorsed 1 minute after a tilt, as he is perfectly entitled to do so. But he's even showing it to the world. He's put his phone down on the glass there. Ten, 9, 8. Okay, he's pulled it away now. Good job, Pete. He's letting that tilt bob settle as much as possible before he cracks on with it. Obviously, no tilt warnings on this classic game, so you've just got to estimate as best you can. Okay, hits the captive ball, but then back up into the saucer, through the gate, and picks up some lanes. Oh, hits that on the fly. That's dangerous. That's still in danger here. Needs some needs some control. No. The ball's flying wild here. Another captive ball. Come on, Pete, slow it down. Okay, we're back in control now. Through the spinner, nice. Yeah, it's dangerous trying to hit when that ball comes down the sort of bouncing down the in lane like that. It's quite dangerous to hit. So you end up sort of volleying the ball, and it's really hard to aim a ball that you just volleyed. So you can end up in trouble like that. Embryon is definitely a game which really rewards just stopping the ball wherever you can, lining up those shots, hitting the spinner, hitting the saucer. I think if you try to play this on the fly, you can get in a bit of trouble. But Pete still had a really good ball on there, 156,000. So he's 100k ahead of Martin, unknown amount ahead of Kurt. Obviously, it's Kurt here who is the one who needs to come first to get himself into a tie break. All Nathan and Pete want is just not to come last. Unfortunately, Martin is already on his way out, regardless of how well he does here. But Martin still has something to play for, because the IFPA points for this will be allocated based on scores, as well as to break the 8-way tie break from 9th to 16th. The people who score more points in this proper format will rank ahead of those who score less. So Martin will still absolutely want to maximise his result from this round. Anyway, enough of Martin. Nathan is on machine right now. He's at 245,000 and counting. He's playing quite controlled. He's a little bit on the fly, but he's playing quite controlled. Yeah, nice stop there. Up to the saucer, perfect. I think Nathan is one of the UK's finest proponents of the on-the-fly style, but he's definitely playing more controlled now than he was, say, I don't know, a year ago, which when I sort of first came across Nathan. He's a seriously good player. Through the spinner. Well, that's one way of getting up into saucer, volleying it up into there using the upper flipper. Got a couple of banks of drops there. Through the spinner again. Yeah, Nathan's playing this really well. I'll call it now and say that Nathan will be advancing here. I can't see all three players catching this score. And he's out, but he'll go over 400k. Really good ball there. He'll actually creep up on 500,000 here. Yeah, 501,000. That's excellent from two balls. Really good stuff from Nathan. All right. Let's see what Martin can. Let's see what Martin can pull together here. Okay, top lanes. Nice control on the upper flipper. Back through the gate for another lane. Oh, nice little save there. Lit arrow, lovely. Survives his little trip into the right out lane area there. Let's see if he goes for another saucer from here. Yeah, perfect. And through the gate. Okay, he's building some score here. This is definitely... Oh, save it. No, that was gone. That one didn't quite have the... You sort of need the ball to have a little bit of angle towards that left post so you can bump it across. If it doesn't have that, if it's going straight down or it's going over to the right, it's really hard to save. So I've lost that camera as well now. I can't even see, I can't see the scores. All I can see is the playfield. Sorry about this. This is the best I can do. Anyway, this is Kurt, I think.
Is this the last game in the round? It's still displaying the older...
Yeah, the two cameras are out, so I can't see the scores. This is Kurt playing, but I can't see any of the scores right now on the player count. I'll have to flag up to Neil in a minute. I'll let him play through this game first.
Is there any way of changing the scores?
That was there until about a minute ago, now it's gone. It's still purple. I don't know. Okay, Kurt's ball has come to an end. I'd love to tell you how well he did score-wise, but I can't see that right now. So this should be Pete walking up now. Oh, good reactions there. That came absolutely hurtling down from the pops. Another nice little save. It's hitting those volley shots, which is quite dangerous. He's getting all these sort of drop targets and captive balls around the edge of the playfield, which don't normally get hit very often. It's normally best to avoid them. Oh, this is going down the out lane. Yeah, gone. That's unfortunate. I thought that was going to dribble over the other side to safety, but no, straight down the channel of doom. Okay, so if I've kept track correctly, this should be Nathan coming up for his ball 3. He had a sizable lead. I can't see the scores, but I expect he will still have a sizable lead based on how long the others were playing for and the sorts of things they were doing. He's already got his 40k super bonus waiting for him. Okay, that's safe. Oh, nice. On the fly backhand up into the saucer. I think Nathan's certainly doing a good job of finding new and creative ways to hit these various shots. Another one on the fly backhand. Wow. Much more conventional forehand. Picks up a lane. Picks up another lane. Yeah, great. That'll come down safely, up into the saucer. Great. I mean, this is great play from Nathan. I mean, you just saw Timber doing it. I don't think Nathan will be scoring quite as high as Timber, but he's still playing it really, really well, just like Timber was in his tiebreak. Yeah. Oh, didn't quite get the saucer. That's okay. Still gets a drop. Yeah, playing this really nice. Another lane. Safe return. That was a bit out of control. See if he gets a spinner here. Nope, bit late. That's a drop, and that'll come flying down. Yep, safe. Safe. There is a little flipper out in that right out lane, which you can't quite see, which you can use to try and save yourself. But it's pretty difficult to use. I definitely wouldn't want to rely on it. Another lane. The center lane is flashing right now for some nice stuff, but he took the left lane. Another saucer. The captive ball in the middle is flashing as well, but don't be tempted by its wares. It will drain you straight down the middle. Yeah, it's rinse and repeat. Saucer, lane, control, or not control, just volley it up into the saucer on the fly. Why not? If you can do it, do it. Yeah, nice spinner. Yep. Yeah, I wish I could see Nathan score here. I would wager he's probably closing on the million now. Need to make this game harder for these guys. It's just too easy for the likes of Timber and Nathan. It's not a mega tight tilt, nor is it a loose one. You know, it's somewhere in the middle, but these guys are playing like it hasn't got a tilt bob in it at all.
Oh, the score's gone as well.
Yeah, that went about 5 minutes ago. Neil's just come over to investigate the technical issues, and yep. He saves that one as well. And he's kicked it up into that top corner a couple of times. Not quite got the saucer. I'm sure he doesn't mind too much right now. This is still a monster ball from Nathan. So good. The center's going mad at him, and he's got the multi-ball. That's why. You very rarely see the multi-ball on Embryon. And to be frank, I couldn't even tell you if it gives you a sort of scoring multiplier or anything like that, because I've never ever got it. Mostly because I try avoiding that captive ball all the time. Okay, he's lost his second ball, and he's back up in the top with the other. He could well be. I'd love to see the final score here. He could well have surpassed Timber with that. I mean, he didn't need to surpass him, but that was an unbelievable ball from Nathan. Well done, young sir. You shall go to the last 8 ball. I really hope that was Nathan's ball after all this. I'd look a bit foolish if that was Martin the whole time. Okay. That is out of here. Okay, I think this is Kurt now. Kurt needs nothing short of a miracle. Given what Nathan just put up, he needs to just play forever. Stay really disciplined. Keep hitting that saucer just like that. Keep hitting the drop targets just like that. Saucer again. Drop targets again. Basically just needs to keep doing this for about half an hour, and then he might be with a chance of overtaking whatever Nathan just put up. Another round of drops. Lovely. Picks up a lane. How's the feed going to be? That'll be nice. Oh, fumble. And it's out of here. I suspect that probably won't be enough to get Kurt through. So, if I followed correctly, I think we should just have Pete left to go to bring it home. If not, I'm going to look really foolish. Yeah. Oh, thank Lord. I thought that was going to be the end of the game. Oh, and it's out of here. So I think that's the game. And we'll wait to hear what the results are, but I very strongly expect Nathan and Pete to progress.
classic players are still in to the front bench. The old classic players are still in to the front bench.
Okay, I'm just looking back to get the confirmed result there. So, as suspected, Nathan did win that game. Pete came second, Kurt came third, and Martin ended up last. So the final point totals for that group: Nathan won 10, Pete on 8, Kurt on 3, and Martin, unfortunately, 0. So Martin and Kurt will be heading home for the evening, and Nathan and Pete will advance to the semi-finals. So we've got the groupings. Group 1 for the semis will be Timber, Nathan, Pete, and Conrad Chambers, who's been absolutely on fire. And the second group, an all-British group: Craig Pullen, Andrew Foster, Matt Vince, and Rich Mallet. So that's 3 UK top 10 players in that group, and Rich, I think, is just outside right now. Obviously, in the other group, Timber is a world, I think, top 20 player. Nathan, Pete, and Conrad up in the around the sort of top 20 mark in the UK. So we're just waiting for the game picks, and then we will move the rig. Hopefully, get those 2 cameras back if they'll work for us. And I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, it looks like we're going to be following Group 2, which is Craig, Rich, Matt, and Andy Foster, because they're moving to Robot. So the 3 games this group will be playing are Robot, Flash Gordon, and Big Game. So those will have been selected by Craig. And we're just getting the rig sorted out. So we've got the score cam back, but we haven't got the player cam yet. But I can see the players from here. Right, Craig is up. I always find the plunge on Robot is absolutely terrifying. Okay, right, what do you do on Robot? So there's... Oh, and that's straight down the middle for Craig. That's unlucky. Okay, what do you do on Robot? There's sort of 2 main ways of playing Robot. So the first, you can see that big pink plastic that goes along the playfield. So there is a 180 ramp that goes up to that, like a metal 180 ramp you can see in the top left corner of the screen there. If you can hit that clean enough, that will raise 5 robots, which you can see in the middle of the playfield. Knocking those down scores some points, and basically just rinse and repeat. Another good way of scoring points on Robot is, as with almost all solid-state Zakaria games, is... Oh, that was a nice little dig there. I haven't got the player cam, but we got the scores. Is to get your bonus X up, because the bonus multiplier on Zax is normally 20, 40, 80. Neil is just refreshing the... scores for us. Yeah, it briefly, it came on for like 2 seconds, then took itself back off again. Okay, right, where are we at? We are on... I think we're on player 4, so I think this is Andy playing right now. Yes, it is. Nice save. Okay, anyway, where was I? So you can go for the robot bridge, which so far nobody has. The other way is to get your bonus up, and you'll see there's a sort of lit pink bit in the top left, which Andy's just shot actually. That will spot you advances towards your bonus multiplier, and so will. There's some stand-up targets in the upper right. You can see it says advanced multiplier. Those will also progress you towards bonus X. I think you need to hit this lane 3 times for each advance, so that's 2. So I expect the next time he hits that shot, his bonus will go to 20x. The drop targets score points and also bonus advances, so they're quite good to hit if you've got nothing else to shoot off the left flipper, or you can try and transfer across, but Andy's just going for the drop targets. So far, nobody interested in the robot bridge. And that's out of here. So Andy gets 462,000, so he leads after ball 1, and Craig steps up with 40,000 on deck. Nice bump, gets that away from danger. Okay, he's going to go for the lane now. A little bit late, and out of here. It's not going Craig's way so far, 119,000. Okay, here comes Rich, 72,000 on ball 1. It's a real shame you can't see the player cam for Rich, because he's got a really fascinating animated style to his play. You might see the machine sort of shaking and jiggling around when he's playing, so he really puts his body into it. He's a great player to watch. He's fantastic. He comes to Special When Lit in Salisbury quite a lot. Shout out Special When Lit. Okay, he managed to complete that bank at the top right, so he's got his 20x bonus multiplier that lit, so he has got 100k of bonus on deck already. Bit late on the lane advance. He goes up into the U-turn at the top. And that's straight down the middle. Okay, good bonus though. That's going to be really nice. 200k bonus takes him up to 430. Right, here comes Matt Vince. PBR regular, of course. Owner of many of these games. Okay, gets a lane advance. That's nice. Good control. Picks up a drop target. I'm not quite sure what he's shooting there, but he's a little bit wild there. He might be going for the robot bridge, you know, but anyway, he's out of here. Okay, quite low scoring all round then. I think that got Matt up to, I can't quite see that digit, but it looks like 400,000. Okay, Andy Foster, he's still in the lead. Let's see what he can deliver on ball 2. Nice save to start there. The feeds on this game are so scary. Get to lane advance. Lovely. Dead bounce. Let's see him go for that lane again. A little bit early. Right, will he go for drops? Yes, he will. Nice little tip over. More drops. Yep, another one. 5k bonus. If you can get this 20x, that'll be really nice. Oh, no, that's gone.
How does he get that 20x?
He gets the 20x by shooting the lane in the top left 3 times per advance, which that little lane in the top left there, the pink lane. Oh, and that's straight out from Craig. Craig is going to be furious. That's going to be a 0 for Craig on this game.
Visceral roar echoes to
Okay, yeah. He's not happy. I understand that. That was... It just didn't really let him play there. He barely had a flip on it. I don't think there is, I'm afraid, no. Okay, right, Rich. Let's see what Rich can do. Oh, that's a fumble straight out. Okay, Rich will end on 430,000. So let's see if Matt can overtake him. There's a lot of primal screaming going on around PBR right now from these finalists who are being taken to the cleaners by Robot. Oh, he's got the robot bridge. Matt went for the robot bridge. So we get to see the 5 robots pop up. He's hit 2 of them already. I think they're worth 30k each from memory. I might be underestimating. They might be worth a bit more than that. I personally don't go for the robot bridge, so it's not a strategy I'm overly familiar with the points on. But either way, Matt is racking up the points now. He just needs that left-hand robot, which he gets. Excellent job. So Matt has gone just over 1 million points now. I think it looks like he's trying to go for the bridge again. Yeah, that's safe. Bounce over. Oh, wow, that was a horrible feedback off the pop straight down the middle, but Matt gets to 1.275 million. He'll be pretty pleased with that. So Matt's guaranteed himself at least 2nd place, and we will see if Andy Foster can catch him. Andy starts his ball 3 on what looks like 515. Yeah, 600k, so Andy's already got himself at least 2nd. And we'll see if he can overtake Matt. No, he won't be able to. So Matt will take 1st, Andy will take 2nd, Rich will take 3rd, and Craig will take 4th on game 1. Given Craig picked this, I think he's going to be quite displeased with that result. So we will soon be moving on to Flash Gordon, a game known for its fairness and non-brutality. Okay, the rig's moving and the player cam is back. Okay, everyone get out of the way. I'm sure Neil is asking them to move out of the way very politely without using any expletives. Oh, it's such a nice playfield. Flash Gordon, what a game. It's brutal, but it's great. I didn't actually play Flash Gordon today in qualifying because it can really do you in. And I was not playing well today, and I just it wouldn't have ended well for me. So you can actually see Mr. Pullen here coming up, and he really needs a win here. A win would definitely sort of calm the nerves, make him feel a bit better, and of course give him a better chance of advancing. Okay, it's bouncy. Wow, those flippers are so bouncy. I think Neil likes putting the Suzo Hap rubbers on most of the games at PVR. Lovely bounce from Craig there to control that. Okay, how does one play Flash Gordon? You'll see inline drops on the right-hand side in that sort of green area halfway up the playfield. That's called the Wood Beast. You just hit the first drop there. The first drop gives you points. The second drop gives you 2x bonus. The third drop gives you 3x bonus. And if you get them all down, hit the target at the back, you get an extra ball. I'm not sure if they're turned on or not today. They're usually switched on, so that can be a pretty critical strategy in Flash Gordon. Otherwise, you see Craig shooting the drop target bank on the left, which advance bonus and score nice points. And he's out. It can go like that, but that's a very solid ball one, 150k. Once you've got the 3x to advance your multiplier further, you need to take out other sets of drops. Alright, here comes Rich. So you don't want to hard plunge Flash Gordon, because if you hard plunge it, it can come flying down that ramp on the right hand side and it can go straight down the middle. Or it can kill you like that, that's horrible. Unlucky Rich, he was just a little bit early on the shots of the inline drops, and that's straight down the middle. That's a very typical Flash Gordon terrain. Alright, here's Matt Vince. And there you go. That's what happens if you plunge Flash Gordon too hard and you miss your little mini flipper shot. It will just roar down that ramp and you're in a world of pain. 300 points. So Craig might have been feeling a bit disheartened after his first ball, but he need not, because everybody else is just straight down. So that Andy was a little bit early on his mini flipper shot, roaring down the left ramp. He never quite got control. Okay, Craig, ball 2. Ooh, interesting feed down the ramp there. Other flipper fumble down the middle. Other features of Flash Gordon I've not spoken about. There is a saucer in the middle of the playfield, which you can get either by going up through the pops or down that sort of secondary ramp on the upper playfield. That saucer will then flash some lights. Here you go. So they're flashing down, which means the ball will eject downwards. So the direction of the sort of the light sweep tells you whether it's going to be ejected up the ramp or down towards you. You generally don't want to fall in there accidentally unless it's lit. You know, it can be lit for playfield multipliers, which can be very lucrative. Right now, we're just looking for anybody to just sort of settle and get into a bit of rhythm with this game. Because so far, everyone's really struggling to get hold of Flash Gordon. That was a nice bump there. He's picked up some drops. That ejected up that time. That's the nice direction. Completes that drop bank at the top. Complete it again. Yeah, that's doing wonders for his bonus. Straight up, straight down. And he tilted. Oh, it was a bit of a sharp move. It looked necessary, but he might have just bumped it a little bit hard there. Either way, Rich has on ball 2 overtaken Craig. Matt steps up with just 300 points on the board. Softer plunge. Oh, this is dangerous. Okay, no, he's got control. Kind of. 2 drops. Okay, settle. Dead bounce over. Hit an inline. Lovely. Ski pass. Okay. Go for the drops again. Oh no, he let it go. Was he going for the tap? He might have been going for a tap pass there to get across to the left flipper.
The tilt's tight on this flash.
Yeah, I saw, yeah. Yeah, I think Matt might have been going for a tap there, either that or he just missed the flipper button. Okay, feeding down. This will feed up. Yep. Okay, back into the shooter lane. So, Andy, 61,000 points on the board. Nice off plunge. Oh, that's trouble. That's real trouble. If you get the ricochet down that ramp, really hard to control it. Okay, so scores on the board after ball 2. Craig is in second place, steps up with 175. Craig has a Flash Gordon at home. I've played it. It's beautiful. It's a really nicely restored one. And I saw him put up 5 million points on it. So Craig he knows Flash Gordon very well. He's very capable of putting up monster scores. Let's see what we can do with this final ball. Nice. So I went with the alley pass dig there. He really wants those would-beast targets, but he's struggling to get hold of it. That's going to go up. Nice. Straight down the ramp. Is it safe? Yep, it's safe. Gets a target. Oh, yep. Good patience. Right, he wants another one for his bonus X, if he can get it. Yep, really nice. Another one. Let's go, Craig. Nope, just missed. Nicely. It's good patience, this from Craig. Yeah, gets his 3X. That could be huge in this game. Yep, another good little save down the middle. He's up to 460,000, 475, closing it on half a mil. Back at the Wood Beast. Yeah. Yeah, this is great stuff. And he's out. Yeah, great ball. That's a really good ball. He ends his game 686,000. Respectable total there. Let's see if anyone can chase it down. Hi, Craig, just telling everyone about your very respectable score there on Flash Gordon. We're just going to wait and see. Just saying you've got a very respectable score there. We'll see if the rest can chase it.
We'll see what happens,
yeah. Yeah, nice control from Rich. Yeah, that is a good score. Okay. See if he goes for some drops. I think he wants to go up to the upper playfield. It's a bit of danger here. Come on, let it settle. Yep, nice. Okay, go for the inlines. Back up top. Okay. And into the saucer, that's coming down. Oh. It's always hairy, and he's gone. Yeah. So, Rich ends his game on 258,000. Here comes Matt. Skips over the saucer, ski pass, pop, dead. Wow. Okay, Matt, 124,000. Okay, let's see what Andy can do. Andy could catch any of these scores here. He's a fantastic player. Let's just see if he can tame the Wood Beast. Oh, he's in the slings. That's not a good feeling. He's gone. Okay, so we have player order for the result here. So Craig will advance to 4 points. Rich will advance to 3 points. Matt will go to 5 points, and Andy will stay on 2. So almost entirely turned on its head. Oh, that sets up great tension for Game 3. Really great tension for Game 3. So let's hope that once the game gets put into match play, that these standings will update. And I believe, my phone has just died, but I believe we're going to big game. And I can't wait for you, if you've not seen big game before, I can't wait for you to see it. It is a fantastic playfield. There is Glenn Cockle straying into shot. Glenn's had a fantastic run in these finals. He's been knocked out at this stage. He's knocked out in the round of 16. But for Glenn, that's a really great result. Nice breakout performance for him. Let's see how the rest of the weekend goes for him. I hope so. All right, Matt's going to move the rig for us. I'm not sure where Neil's gone. Okay, here we are, big game. This is another wide body pin. And as you can see, big game has 4 flippers. If you zoom out a bit on the play field, can you zoom out a bit on the play field at all? Yeah, okay. Anyway, Andy's cracked on. Right. Okay, distinctive features of big game. As you can see, double flippers at the bottom. Now, those aren't scissor flippers. There is a metal bar behind them, so you can't drain between the flippers. But it still takes a bit of getting used to, some different ball control required. As you can see there, you can sort of, ball can get wedged between the 2 flippers, which can lead to some interesting feeds if you are trapped on the bottom. Okay, what are the aims in big game? Okay, there's a couple of different ways to play it, but the one you will probably see is you need to firstly spell letters in big game. So there's the 3 top lanes, give you the B, I, and G. Oh, that's a fumble down the middle for Andy there. 37,000 ball 1. I'm just trying to figure out how Andy's playing player 1. Not sure. Anyway, so there's BIG across the top. You can see about halfway up the playfield on the left, there is G and A. The left in lane is M, and the right in lane is E. Each letter you get in big game, you can just see in the top of the frame. There's a saucer at the top which you access through that spinner, which is lit yellow at the minute in the top left. Oh, nice save there from Rich. That was a horrible feed screaming. Oh, he tilted. Oh, no way. I thought that was a good save. No, he tilted. 2,500 for Rich on ball 1. Anyway, big game. Once you get letters in big game, that boosts the value of that saucer by 5k per letter. So if you have 3 letters of big game, then the saucer will be worth 15,000 every time you go in it. If you spell big game once, it'll be worth 35k, and everything will unlight, and you can spell it again to get that saucer up to 70k per collect, which is absolutely huge. So what I expect to see is that you'll get bounce, bounce, bounce. Try to get the ball on the lower right. On the lower right flipper is the easiest flipper for that shot, and then just go for collects of that big game saucer over and over again. I've seen Escher Lefkoff on this very game. He scored 3.2 million in the Classics finals at the UK Open last year, which I think is still a GC on this machine. There you go, that's textbook. So that was Matt going through the spinner, collecting his big game. I think he only had 2 letters lit, so it would only be worth 10k. But if you can do it again and again and again, repeatable, he picks up the B. It can be worth a lot. And the key to it is the control. So if you've got the ball on the left flipper, you can tap pass. You can tap pass from the upper left flipper across, and that normally gives you a nice controllable ball to then take the shot at the big game saucer. The other way of playing it is to go for these bingo cards. You can see there'll be a bingo card lit, and those correspond with drop banks. So if you hit the numbered drops, there's 9 numbered drops around the playfield. You can see them, 3 banks of 3. Those will fill out the bingo cards, and the bingo cards are worth bonus when they're lit. So you're sort of working to try and fill out as many of those cards as you can. It's quite dangerous, though. I think you're probably going to see the saucer strategy being more prevalent, and depending on where an individual player's confidence is, they may try and tap with the left flipper, or they might just take a shot at some of the drops. Okay, Craig's tried a couple of times to hit the spinner with the upper right flipper, and he's not got it. He's just tried with the lower right, and he was a little bit late still. Tip over, bounce it. Yeah, perfect dead bounce. And rip, no, still a bit late. But he did pick up the G in big, the second G in big game there. Yeah, once you get on the lower left flipper, you can't really do the tap because the upper flipper just gets in the way. Okay, he's picked up the M by rolling through the in lane. Okay, right, settle it down, let it roll down to the lower flipper. Oh, he's just taking it from the upper. Very nice. That's a good collect from Craig. So more of that, please. He picks up the G, so every time he goes through those top lanes, he's going to be improving the value of his big game saucer. Oh, lovely, lovely. On the fly, rolling ball. So he's up to 235,000 scored now. Nice bump there. If you could pick up that A, I'm looking here. I can't quite see the top of big game, but I think he just needs the A and possibly the I. If you can get those two, he'll be. If you can keep collecting that saucer, he'll be well on his way. Will we see a tap? We will not see a tap. He's just taking shots with the lift. Obviously not feeling quite comfortable with the tap. Another collect, great. And the spinner is lit as well. I think the spinner is 2,000 a spin when it's lit. So 345,000. This is turning into a really nice total for Craig here. Let's see how long he can keep it up for. Nice dig. Bounce it. Yeah, perfect. Another collect. Huge. Yeah, that's massive. So I think he's now picking up 25k a collect plus whatever he gets from the spinner. And then also on the way down, you're also getting drop targets. You know, you get them off the pops. So his bingo cards are starting to look quite nicely filled out now. Yeah, I do think that shot is better from the lower flipper. Out of control and out, but that's a great second ball. 400. The bonus is still counting. 440,000. That's really great stuff from Craig. Actually, was that his first ball? I think that was ball 1. Oh, Andy straight out. I had a terrible game on big game in qualifying. I think I ended up with like 65,000. It was slightly embarrassing. Right, here we go. Rich, he tilted his first ball. Let's see what he can do with his second. Yeah, nice. Nice bounce over. He's got the tap. Oh, through the spinner, but not enough to get the saucer collect. And straight down. Oh, Rich. But he's proven that the tap works. He's the first person to tap the game so far. Okay, Matt, 145,000, picks up his G. So that saucer is starting to get juicier. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, good control from Matt there. Trying to decide. I went for a sort of post pass. I think he might have been trying to sort of reverse flip up the lane. I'm not sure if that was that or if it was a post pass. Either way, no, it wouldn't have been a flip up the lane. He's always got the M. It would have just been a post pass. Okay, he's a bit wild at the minute. Oh, good dig. What a dig. Picks up some more drops. His bingo cards are starting to look a bit more populated. Saucer, no, didn't quite get that. Oh, it's a bit wild at the minute. Yeah, slow it down, get some control. Bounce it, no, took a flip. Okay. Perfect, that is textbook big game saucer collect there. So that gets Matt just below 250. He really wants that E, the right in lane. If he can get that, that'll be lovely. Okay, takes the inner spinner. That's not really worth a lot. Lovely control. Punts it back up. Ooh, it's a bit wild. Oh, lovely, on the fly. Another big collect. 359,000. Didn't quite get the B. I can't tell if he's got his B lit. That lamp is a little bit dodgy. I think he really wants that E, his right in lane. If he can get that, he'll be able to add even more value to his sources up to 70k rather than just 35. So he'll really want that. But it's risky. Oh, might get it here. Oh, he gets the E. Okay, so he can start collecting big game again. So his source is now worth 35. He can get it up to a maximum of 70, and then it's just collect all day. This could be huge. Gets another drop. He would love to get another collect now, because then he'll get another top lane, and he's out. Oh, Matt. That's still setting him up really well for ball 3, though. So 4-6-6, he takes the lead over Craig. Obviously, Craig's got ball in hand, but that was really good work from Matt. And Matt has finished spelling big game, so he can go after that second spelling and get that saucer all the way up to 70k a collect. That would be big. Okay, Craig. It's a big ball for Craig. Really see if he can press home his advantage. You can see his bingo cards are looking great. Nice. Okay, let it roll to the bottom. Or just take it off the top. Why not? Good collect. So Craig would really like the A in big game, which is over that left, halfway up the playfield on the left. That would be really nice if he could get that, but obviously, you know, it puts the ball out of control if he does. Nice ancillary points there. Yeah, nice. Let's see if he gets the saucer. Might have been going for the A there. Either that or he was just late on the spinner. Come on, Craig, get that A. I mean, of course, he could just keep collecting 30k over and over and over again, plus his spinner. I mean, that's not bad value. He's up to 656. This is a really good game coming together now. And his bonus is going to be really good as well. More progress on bingo. He's actually only 4 drop targets away from completing all of his cards. Oh, and that's an unfortunate feed down the middle, but he'll still be happy with that. He's nodding his head. That's a good bonus. He is up to 762,000. Okay, Andy's got a mountain to climb here. that Andy really needs. I mean, he really needs a win if he wants to progress here. Oh, straight out. Oh, Andy. That is going to be a last place for. And actually, sorry, I speak too soon. It might be a last place for Andy. Either way, it's not going to be enough to get him through because he's either getting a 1 or a 0, and that's not enough to catch Craig and Matt. So that is the end of Andy's day. Okay, Rich, what have you got for us? I think you just hit the G. Lovely dig. Really nice. It's really easy to overreact and tilt in those situations. Okay. Oh, he went for the flipper post pass. That is a unique move on Big Game. Oh, what a collect. On the fly. What a guy, the hammer, Rich Mallet. Okay, he's up to 120,000. He's still got some distance to go to catch Matt and Craig. Oh, is that a little bit trapped? Come on, give it. Yeah, there you go. A little bit early. Perfect. Collect. So Rich really wants the M, which is the left in lane, so he could start building that source of value further. But I think oh no, out. And he's not going to catch. So that will be a 3rd place for Rich on this.
So that's it, me and Matt are through.
Yep, so that means Craig and Matt will be through. So, I mean, I'm sure Craig and Matt will still want to play this game, just get more experience, try and build a nice score on it, but they are both going to be progressing. I want to see Matt get some of these juicy saucer collects. He's picked up a few more letters of Big Game. He's on his 2nd cycle through now. There's the M. There's the E. Come on, the saucer's going to be big now. I think this will be. I can't see which letters of BIG's got, but I think this will be probably a 60k collect now, plus whatever he gets from the spinner. Because he just needs the first G, and then you'll have fully spelt Big Game again. Boom. Okay. That is going to be a big 65k collect. More drops. Yeah, Matt's played an excellent game here. This is really good stuff. I think he's playing for pride as much as anything now, just to try and beat Craig on this machine. What I don't know is whether Craig will just plunge and walk, or if he's going to play the game fully. Oh, bit of a fumble there from Matt, but good bonus. Gets him to just shy of 800,000, 796,000. Okay, so if Craig wants to take the win here, he needs to get another 36,000, but his bonus is going to be pretty big, so he's probably basically there. Yeah, the bonus should take him over. Yeah, takes him over 800k. It takes him over 900k. Huge. Okay. So, people advancing from this group. Craig and Matt Vince, 8 points and 7 points. Really well done to them. They advance to the final. between games at the minute,
Yeah,
so I was taking the headset off. Yeah, it's been good stuff so far.
Yeah. Neil doing it with you?
No, it's just being recorded, so I'm just going through it.
Is it just one headset or two?
One, yeah.
I was going to say I'll jump in with you, but there's only one. You
I
take
don't know
it.
if he's got another one or not, but yeah, there's only one out.
Fine, mate.
Just waiting for the. Are they still playing the other semi-final?
No, they're done.
Oh, they're just waiting for the mixer.
Yeah. So it's Timber and Nathan, Craig and Matt. So
Okay, thanks. So who's the top seed? Is it Ray?
I'm not sure whether it's Timber or Craig.
Stargazer.
Stargazer, Big Game and Meteor.
Okay, it must be Timberlake because Craig's already picked big game. Beat your back in, mate, must be.
Pardon?
I was going to say beat your back in because it wasn't. Yeah. Okay, so we've got confirmation. The final four are Craig and Matt, as you know, and then also Timber Engelbein and Nathan Garwood progressed from the other group. The finals games we're going to be playing are Stargazer, Big Game, and Meteor. So we're going all Stern Electronics for the final three games, which is good. Obviously, we just had a really nice game on Big Game. I think Timber picked all three of these games, obviously, because I think that there's no re-picking in these finals, so it can't have been Craig picking Big Game again. Stargazer, what a great game this is. So once we get the cameras sorted out, I will talk you through how to play Stargazer. I think Neil's just going through just testing the tilt, I think. He might be about to make the tilt a bit tighter. He's thinking about it.
Let's take down that fucking timber tree. Let's fucking go.
Just Craig sat next to me. Craig, how do you feel about these picks? Stargazer?
Stargazer, Meteor, Big Game.
Oh, and also you picked Big Game, so you like Big Game.
Yeah, I love Big Game.
How about Meteor? Good?
Meteor,
Not so good.
Not my first choices.
Yeah. It says Meteor and Stargazer are not his first choice, but obviously Big Game he has picked, so he does like that one.
I hope I can control it, that's what I'll say. I had one game on it before and I did not play well.
Okay, the game's been switched off. Is Neil doing something? Is he like tightening the tilt or something?
I'm player 4. Timber's picked, yeah. I thought he might have different. Meteor has been out the whole time, and now he's back in, and he got to pick it. Which helps him.
Okay, I think Neil's coming to update the. Might be coming to update the match play links. Or pick up a bag. It's a very quick ball one from Timber there. Okay, I'll talk you through how to play Stargazer. So, Stargazer I would characterize as mostly a spinner game. So you can see there's a 3 bank of drop targets up in the top left there. When you first hit a drop target in that bank, that will fix that walking value that's going up and down the ladder. And one end is high spinner value, low drop target value, and the other end is high drop target value, low spinner value. So I think if people are feeling confident, what you might see is them trying to lock that in on a high spinner value and then just rip that spinner over and over. The only way to reset that is if you then complete that drop target bank, the ladder starts moving again, and you can hit the bank to lock in another value. There is bonus in the zodiac signs, which are around the playfield, but a lot of them are hard to shoot directly. You know, you're relying on pop bumper hits. So I would say this is mostly a spinner game. Stargazer is notable for the really weird arrangement at the bottom. It's not a traditional Italian bottom. You can see there's some star rollovers in the in lanes, which can give you various awards. Obviously there's no post passing on this, so you'll probably see people dead bouncing, possibly tapping. I don't know how easy the tap is on Stargazer, or otherwise just taking a shot.
Normally,
up
can you hear me,
through.
Simon?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Martin Isles is here with me now.
So normally what you do is just a little tap up and then let it roll across. Maybe kind of a
Yeah.
you sort of almost like you would for a post pass, but it kind of there's no post there, so it kind of rolls off the end. But,
Yeah, okay, so Nathan's locked in. Oh, he had locked in a good spinner value, but he then accidentally hit the last drop, so that's reset.
always happens.
Yeah.
Nathan's very much an on-the-fly player, so it's like, and this is, you absolutely, to lock that value in where you want it, you have to get control to make that choice. So it's something, yeah, you need to kill the ball, otherwise you're just getting whatever value happens to be up there.
Yeah, so Nathan's had the best ball of the three so far. He's got 124,000. Here comes Craig for ball one. Let's see what he can do. It always feels a bit hairy, the plunge from Stargazer. You can get some interesting feeds down, and it can be quite hard to control it, but Craig's just done that perfectly there.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's locked in a high drop target value, low spinner, so you'll probably want to get that cleared.
So clear the drop target bank, collect the value, and then reset it.
Yeah.
But you can't hit that right-hand drop target from the right thing, so he goes through the spinner. That's the way of doing it,
yeah. So that left spinner is briefly lit by, I think it's the star rollover.
Yeah.
But
and then once you, yeah. Oh, and that's the thing with Stargate. Those, the slingshots are firing sort of up and opposite, like they are on most games, but it's a much more wider, more open.
It's a bit like Space Station. Reminds me a bit of that sort of arrangement where they're a bit more open. Okay, so Craig is in the lead after ball one.
Yeah.
Let's see what Timmer can do with his ball two.
That's
nice control, really nice.
Yeah. So there you go, the little tap up to.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, he's locked in a sort of medium value there. Medium on both.
Yeah. So yeah, this is kind of the thing. You're trying to flip the ball up. Oh, he's going to go for the spinner. Okay.
Yeah, he thought about it then changed his mind. Oh, did he tilt? Oh no! Is it a fault?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell from here, but it doesn't look like a. It didn't look like he moved that to tilt it.
I wish I could see a replay, but yeah, I didn't see a move there. So
he sort of moved, but I'm not sure it was enough to tilt. But
no,
if that's what's happened, well, see
Neil,
what Neil says.
Is there to make a ruling. It's either going to be that's pinball, or it's going to be thrown out and repick.
I mean, it didn't look like that should have been a tilt.
Yeah, that looked like looked more like a fault.
Depends. I didn't see whether tilt came up on the back glass.
I don't
or
think
whether the flippers just died.
I think it was the latter.
Yeah. So if the flippers just died, then
that would be a major malfunction.
They're not going to fix that at this point. They're just going to put another game in. So.
Okay. Well.
Any idea how we get rid of the semi-finals display and put a finals display?
We need Neil to do that.
Cheater. Okay.
Cheater. Okay.
So major malfunction on Stargazer, and we're off to Cheater.
Another
So-
Stern Electronics game.
Yeah.
I enjoy playing Cheetah. It wasn't nice to me in qualifying, but it's a great game.
Yeah.
Great drop target game.
Yeah.
So
That looks like they've moved the upper flipper slightly because
yeah,
earlier
it was really saggy.
it was sagged down.
Yeah.
You couldn't make the bonus collect shot because the
Yeah.
flipper was in the way.
yeah.
I
Okay.
just assumed it was one of Neil's play better things. So
Yeah.
if you want to make that shot, you've got to hold the flipper up first.
Yeah, I noticed that, but I figured out it's the same for everyone, so
Yeah.
it's just going to be a play on. Okay,
Yeah.
Cheetah. What do you want to do in Cheetah? Well, you can't quite see it, but there is a bonus X 3 bank. Sorry?
Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
Neil.
Okay, what are we doing on Cheetah? So there is a 3 bank of targets at the top, which are your bonus X, which you try to get off the plunge. You can't quite see them. Otherwise, it's trying to go through this 5 bank sequentially. So you can see that Timber's got the number 4 drop lit right now. You can hit the drop directly, or you can also spot the drop by going into the... It's all right. There is a lane on the right-hand side which you can drop into from above, which spots you your next lit drop target. Dropping those down scores you points and also gives you a pilot bonus. Sorry, we're just updating the screens right now, and then we'll get back to Timber action. He's playing really well. He's collected his first 5 bank. If you can collect another, he will max out his bonus at 100k base, which can then be multiplied by the targets at the top.
Which you've got to get. You can't really shoot for them directly.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you've
from the
you've got
plunge, yeah.
Put the ball up the top there and hope that the pop bumpers bounce the ball into the drop target you need.
There is a spinner at the top there, which is worth 3,000 a spin, which is nice. Timber has and also hit those drop targets on the right, which also give you bonus. So he's maxed out his base bonus now, but he hasn't got any multiplier. What you can also do on this game, I think you can only do it, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think once a ball is collect the bonus, which he just did. It's just out of shot, but there's a lane on the left-hand side behind the upper flipper. If you shoot that through the rollover, you will collect your 100k bonus. So he's collected that. He's got 2x now, so he must have got the target at the top and out the out lane. That's a very typical Cheetah drain. The right out lane is hard,
That's
but that's
good
a great
first ball,
ball.
though.
666,000. Okay, let's see what Matt Vince can do. It's a shame this playfield's so big, so we can't quite see all of it.
Yeah, I don't know whether Neil can zoom it out a bit, but
probably not right
probably
now.
not,
We'll
no.
just take it. Okay, he's on his way. So he hit his 1 and 2 target. He's fallen into that lane, so that's spotted him the 3. He's also got his 2x bonus, so he must have swept that bank at the top when the ball went just off screen briefly, and that's a left out lane. 2x 60k bonus, so 240 from his first ball. That's not bad. Top score in qualifying was 2.4 million, which it's a very good score, but you regularly see people sort of get 2.5, 3 million. So we could see some monster scores on this if people really sort of progress through
and it's about finding the shots, and then if you're making the shots, the return feeds are mostly quite nice.
Yeah.
If you're missing them,
Like that.
then the out lanes seem enormous on this game.
They do. I think most of the drains you see on Cheetah are out lane drains rather than centre drains.
Yeah. And it's such a big machine. There's so
huge.
much of it, so it takes a different. It's a very different
good
game.
nudge.
Very different game to have to move. You saw Craig made a big physical move there. Yeah, you can't. There's no sort of little nudges on Cheetah.
Yeah, it has to be a really short, sharp, hard nudge so that you don't tilt it, but still actually manage to move the machine.
Yeah. Nice. Again,
Matt's out of here.
slings into the out lane.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, so where do we stand after ball 1? You've got Timber has got a sizable lead, and then Matt and Craig are around 200 and something thousand, and then Nathan is behind on 73. Okay, so Timber has 2x bonus. He needs his number 4 drop target right now. You can sweep the targets with the upper flipper, but it's quite precise. Okay, he's completed that. And he's collected his bonus, 200,000.
Nice.
Easy, so Timber is quickly approaching $1 million. And he's still got, obviously, 200,000 bonus in the tank when he does drain.
So under control. Shooting up through his lit spinner.
Yeah, lit spinner. I think he's probably trying to get up to get more of the bonus X targets at the very top there. You can also get them through the spinner, that sort of top U-shaped spinner, but it's a bit unreliable. Okay, needs his 4 target now. Oh, no, bit of a fumble there, but Timber finishes ball 2 on 1.25 million. That's very solid. Oh, danger. Oh, safe.
Managed to keep it.
Yeah.
So. And again, sometimes when you hit through that spinner, the ball misses all those drop targets that you want and comes straight back through.
But Matt did get them. He's just bumped up to 3x bonus, so he'll be happy with that. Okay, let's see if he gets a nice feed out the pops. Ooh, bit dangerous, but he survives. Gets his 5 target, okay. Needs his 1, and he got his 2 at the same time. And he's up to 4x bonus. Yeah, that's great. Okay, if Matt can complete this bank now. Oh no, that was a really good opportunity.
Yeah.
And he'll still get 200k of bonus, but that could have easily been 400k of bonus right there if he managed to get those final 3 drops. So Matt is up to 725,000. So he's made up ground on Timber, but he's still a way away.
That's it, and it's one of those games where 500,000 points isn't a lot of points to get, but there's no quick and easy way of getting them on. There's nothing held over for the ball that's just going to quickly give you a couple of 100,000 points. You've got to work your way back through it.
Okay, Nathan gets his 2x, and he gets 2x 40k because that is a brutal outlane drain. So he's up to 200,000. I think Nathan will feel.
Nathan's going to
be feeling some pressure now.
Yeah.
Okay, Craig.
So
let's see what you got. He's got no multiplier. He needs his 1.
So he's going back up top, hoping to get this the bank.
Which he doesn't.
Yeah.
Or at least he didn't get all of them. He might have got some. Oh no, Craig! And he missed, and he died. That's the way this game goes. Okay, so Craig's up to 313. So Timber, far and away the leader here. He's got 2x bonus already in the tank.
So yeah, he's going to carry on doing what he's been doing, trying to get the ball back up the top.
He just needs 2 more targets to complete another bank. He didn't quite get them there. I think he hit the 5, which he'd already hit. Oh no, that's again, all she wrote. Yeah.
These outlane.
Okay, final score for Timber 1.4 million, which is very gettable, but it won't be easy.
So I would have put him top 10 in qualifying.
Yeah.
So a good score, but not insurmountable.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Matt's doing some upper flipper work. Yep, that's safe. I think he's just trying to build his bonus and try and get those bonus multipliers up. He's up to 4x, which he had from his last ball. So he's currently got 4x4. Oh, 4x 70. It gives you 30k for draining out the outlane on bonus. So 280 of bonus there for Matt, which won't get him to Timber, but puts a bit more distance between him and Nathan and Matt.
Just over the million.
Yep.
Yeah. And again, another outlane drain, which is what you've been seeing on.
We haven't seen
a
single centre drain, have we?
Yeah, don't think so. Timber
had one. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, speak of the devil! Wow, that was a horrendous feed.
And there's a commentator's curse if I ever had one,
absolutely.
Simon.
The wow, the pops really did a job on Nathan there. So that's going to be a 0 for Nathan.
So Craig, currently in third place, needs, 700k to come up to second.
Yeah. Oh, he's not going to get it.
And he's not going to get the ball.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, so Timber will take 4 points, Matt will take 2 points, Craig will take 1, and Nathan will take 0, and we will move to another large green Stern Electronics game. Big game.
And it is a big
It's
machine.
big. It's a big boy.
These old machines, wide body.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
are.
So we've just had big game in the semi-finals. So we know how Craig and Matt play big game, and that's mostly going for the saucer collects. I suspect Timber will probably play it the same.
I'm not sure.
Hang on, they're going to meet your second. Okay. Fine. Take back everything I said about a large green game, unless they. Oh no, he is. He was faking us out. Okay, we are going to big game after all. Let's see if we get a bit of a zoom out so we can actually see all of the letters in the top left. Would be really nice, but I don't think we're going to get it. No, we're not even going to get the top lanes. Okay, so let's see what Timber makes of this. I think what we'll expect to see is Timber pick up a few letters in big game and then find ways to control the ball to be able to shoot through that spinner in the top left and collect value in that saucer.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do with this.
I'm not sure Timber actually played this in qualifying.
Really?
Nope. I'm looking.
Oh, and that's straight out house ball. Wow, that was a brutal feed down that right rollover lane. 7,500 for Timber ball.
I don't think Timber played this, so
that would be very brave if Timber hasn't played it. I mean, he would have played this at the UK Open.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Oh, that was
Matt just about surviving that one.
He picks up the E in the process of surviving, which is a nice.
Yeah.
That's one of the harder letters to get. Oh my days. He's living dangerously. Yeah, nice. Okay, he picks up the G and the A on that, I think. So I think Matt currently has 4 letters in big games. So that'll be 20k a collect in the saucer, and that's out lane. But those carry over to the next ball, so the opportunity is still there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what young Nathan Garwood can do.
So when are you collecting letters, and when are you going for the big spinner on the left?
Well, I think the answer
which
for
flipper
me
you've got it
personally.
on?
Yeah, possibly. I think it also depends if you've got the tap pass over from the left to the right or not.
Yeah.
I think once you've got maybe 4 letters, 20k plus whatever you get from the spinner.
Yeah.
That's probably good value, and the more you
and
get from there, the better.
It seems to be quite often easier from the upper flipper. It's kind of the geometry of the game is quite.
We've seen different approaches. I think Craig has been taking it off the upper flipper. I think Matt was preferring it off the lower.
Right.
I think you can get it from both. That's one way of doing it.
Nathan
Backhand it on the fly. Nathan had a great game on Embryon earlier where he was backhanding the upper right saucer from the right flipper on the fly, which was unique. But he did it multiple times.
And that's the thing. Nathan is very much an on-the-fly player.
His powers of recovery are unbelievable.
Yeah.
I might like to see a couple of dead bouncers here if I were him.
It's just not the way Nathan plays, and it's one of those things that you get to a point and you think, well, at some point he's going to have to slow this ball down. But he just seems to be able to cope.
Don't think
so. He just seems to be able to cope with a really fast, constant moving ball more than most players.
Okay, so other players might tap that. He doesn't. He goes for drop targets. That's fine. Oh,
and again, it's that, no.
He doesn't want to trap up. He just wants to shoot and keep shooting and pick up big game letters and
keep the ball as far away from the bottom of the playfield as possible.
Yeah. And it works for him. So he's here. I'm in the booth. So I'm going to let him be.
That's it, and it does. You know, there are times when you look at it and you think it's like at some point he needs to get control of it, but he just is capable of keeping on top of the ball in the way. Yeah,
he's already in the lead.
Nearly
he got
halfway up through the spinner.
And these collects are actually going to be quite big. I think he must have 6. Because he definitely had the B and the I in the big at the top because he went up and down.
Yeah.
And he obviously hasn't got the G, or else they would have reset. So his collects are currently 30k plus whatever he gets from the spinner. If you can get that G, that right-hand top lane, it'll all reset and you'll be able to start building that value even further. But it's not the way he's playing the game. He just seems to be... He's not really going for the sorcery. He just wants to hit drop targets, and there you go. He's finally got him. But that was a good ball.
Really good ball.
He's built up a really good bonus.
Yeah.
So...
and the bonus carries.
The bonus does carry. Yeah. And his big game letters carry. So you'll have 6 big game letters to start ball 2.
Which is, on some of these games, having a good first ball makes a big difference.
Oh, there's a collect from Craig. It's not going to be worth a lot, but it'll just be a 5k collect, but he knows where the shot is now.
Yeah.
That's another letter. Good read. And he gets the saucer. Okay, that's another 10. Okay, are we going to see? And you can see here immediately
the difference in the way they play.
Yeah.
You know, Craig is trying to get the ball under control. You know, when that's not feasible, he'll put dead bounce there. You know, slow the ball down. You know, make it all more predictable. You know, nice shot to the spinner again.
Yeah, lovely collect. So Craig is closing on 100k. See, lovely dead bounce there. Doesn't want the tap. He really doesn't want the tap, so he'll just keep taking those drop targets off the left flipper and then saucer from the right. Oh, that's that feed that got timber as well.
Yeah.
Down that rollover lane is super dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, 127k. I don't think he'll be too disappointed with that from ball 1. He's got a good setup.
Yeah.
Okay, timber got nada on ball 1, so let's see what he can do on this.
So again, under control, making his decision, trying to.
Yeah, he took the G there and the M, so that's 2 more letters. So he needs the A and the E, and he might need some of big. We can't see. That's danger. Yeah, that's not. You can't save that with this tilt. 28k. I think Timber's in a hole now.
And it's a combination of the tilt and just the sheer width and weight of the game.
Oh, you need to really slide it to be able to get that.
Moving and stopping the game quickly is really hard.
Yeah. Okay, Matt. He wants it from the top flipper, doesn't get it, and he gets it from the bottom. There you go. There's 2 ways of taking that shot. That was a nice rip. 2k a spin plus the big game collect. 135 up. And will he let it roll down? He will.
He will.
And just a little bit late there.
Yeah.
And a bit early that time.
That one bouncing, so it wasn't as...
yeah, it's hard to sort of volley the ball like that and get it accurate. That's out. That's unfortunate. Okay, so Matt waiting for his bonus. Sorry, he's already got 183. So Nathan still in the lead as he steps up to ball 2, which he'll be happy about. So let's see how long the roller coaster ride lasts this time. He'll really want to plunge that right hand lane, but he doesn't get it. He got the I lane instead. Okay, inner spinner, and there's a collect. That's going to be a 30k collect plus whatever he got from the spin. So he is up to 334. Oh, a trap of sorts. And he immediately suffers. Okay, so Nathan will get up to
3.
Waiting for the bonus. 383.
380.
That's a very good score. You know,
Yeah.
I wish I could have got that in qualifying from 2 balls, no less.
Yeah.
Okay, Craig picks up the M.
I mean, again, 380, 450 was 10th place score in qualifying. So you know, 380 is a good score.
Yeah. So Craig has the M and the E. He doesn't have the G or the A in the up the middle left of the playfield.
Yeah.
If he could sort of glance off them at some point, that would help. But I think he'll probably just take the collect at this point.
When again, as you
that
and it's that
feed,
same
that
feed.
I think you've got to bump that feed on the way out or something. 'Cause it's just death otherwise.
Yeah.
Yes.
But again, being such a big, heavy machine, it's hard to influence the ball when it's that far away from you. It's not like a tap on the side is gonna do anything.
Really good. I think you probably have to reach over and give it a proper
whack.
slap. Yeah, that's all you can do.
But you don't want to risk tilting it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Right, so Timber with a lot to do.
Yeah.
here.
Oh yeah. Huge.
Needs
This
a
is
huge last
ball.
ball.
Okay, good patient dead bounce.
You know.
Ooh. I like that little bit of control,
Yeah.
sort of a little tip up to himself. Okay, right. Timber's rolling now. Let's see if he can get a nice feed here. If that pop bumps that into that rollover lane, I think it's brown trouser time.
Yeah.
Okay, good patience. Oh, no, the tip over. Didn't get over.
Yeah.
Okay,
unusual,
90. So that's going to be a
unusual
0.
mistake there from Timber.
That's a 0 for this game.
But he won the last game, so
He
he's
did.
still, you know, it's.
Okay, so Matt has a pile of value in his big game collector. Oh, sorry, I'm getting confused with the last game. Last game he went over. Okay, let's see what he gets. A little bit early. Straight down.
And
Okay.
the unusual thing is they're getting the ball to a flipper. So they're managing, with these centre drains, players are managing to get a flipper on the ball, but not enough to actually bring it back into play.
Yeah, it's so hard. Those feeds which go to the very tips of the flippers are so difficult to control.
So Nathan
still in the lead. He's got at least
guaranteed
a second.
first or second. So as he came last in the previous game, you know, he'll be pleased with that. And as you say, most players at that shot there would have let it dead bounce.
Oh yeah,
but it's
100%.
just not the way Nathan plays on any game, not just this one. It's like,
yeah, he's so good at that style. He's got 3x bonus, so
okay. So he's on his
believe,
card. He's nearly filled the card.
Yeah, I believe each light on the card is 1,000 of bonus. I could be wrong there, but it'll be good value.
Yeah.
At this point, he's just trying to put some distance on Craig because he's already clear of the other two.
Yeah. Whereas Craig's first thing is 60k to catch Matt, take second place, then figure out chasing Nathan.
Yeah, and a couple of saucer collectors would do that for Craig.
Yeah.
Maybe even just one if he gets a good spinner rip on the way through.
Yeah. Not that it really changes the strategy in the game.
No.
You know, because those are the things you're going for anyway.
And he's going to need to get a few more if he wants to take down Nathan.
Yeah.
We'll see just how many more soon. We haven't seen a saucer collect from Nathan in a while. He had that one on the backhand on his last ball, but I don't think we've seen one on this ball.
No,
it's just
and it
flying. It's making me nervous, man.
It does, but it works,
Yeah,
right?
he's so good at it.
He's consistently...
I would have drained about 7 times by
Yeah.
now if I played like this. He's just so good at it.
And then we
there's
go
a
the
collect,
saucer,
boom.
you know. So,
It's big.
you know, it's just been on the fly the whole time, but, you know.
So
and-
he's up to 640k, 646.
Yeah.
And that's gone. What a game from
Okay.
Nathan, though.
That was a really
Good
game.
score.
I think that score, what are we on?
7 still counting up, 750, 760, 780, I think 780
Was
something.
second,
784.
second place in qualifying was 795.
Wow, so that would have been third
in the
third
final.
best in qualifying.
So in the final, that is a great game.
Trapping
from
up
Nathan.
once.
yeah. All on the fly. It's
Unbelievable
incredible.
stuff. Great game from Nathan Garwood
Yeah.
there to drag
So
himself back into contention.
Craig now needs 50k.
There's a collect.
There we go.
That's a good start.
So that's going to do it. So he's got himself second place, which is the first target here. Get himself second. Then now he needs another 500,000.
So
to catch
now, if he could get the G and the A, that would really help him because then he could start pushing the value of that saucer higher, so
Yeah.
he can get there in fewer attempts. He's going to have to at the mix. At the minute,
So the G and the A, where's he looking for those?
the middle left of the playfield.
Yeah.
Halfway
Far
up.
left in the orange.
Yeah.
In the orange.
In the orange zone, those two
outline.
stand-ups.
Yeah.
Oh, that won't do him, but that'll
Just-
get him second.
It just nicked the tip of that upper flipper, and he was looking for the bounce. And
So points-wise, we're going to have Timber staying on 4, Matt will move to 3, Nathan will move to 4, and Craig will move to 3.
So
4, 4, 3, 3.
so that is going to be.
That's
It's
all to play for.
Well, it's basically winner takes it, right? Whoever wins.
Yeah, whoever wins wins the tournament.
With 4-4-3-3, 4 points for a win. Whoever wins this is going to be on 7 or 8 points, and nobody else can catch them.
And second place is going to get at least a tie for second place as well.
So
yeah, wow.
So yeah, we're going to Meteor.
Meteor, Spinner City. Okay.
Yeah.
How do we play Meteor? So the letters in Meteor,
which are drop targets up at the
targets. They will give you points, and they will also light their corresponding positions on that spinner on the right-hand side. So an ideal scenario is you want the M and the R down because those are worth the most, and you want 3 of the middle letters down. So you want to leave one of the 4 middle letters. That'll get your spinner to 2,000 a spin, and then you want to rip it over and over again.
And not go down the in lanes, because the in lane spots a Meteor letter. So and
that's back through. So that
lovely little
lovely
tap across.
Yeah, great.
Oh, okay. A good spinner rip, but unfortunate in the feed, came straight to the out lane. So, but a lovely little tap. You know, it is a game that you can tap on.
Yeah.
And when you've got the ball in control on that right flipper.
Oh, lovely centre post. Oh, and again he got the Kirk pass.
Matt's just showing off now.
Yeah, fantastic. So,
I mean, to do it once, fair enough. To do it twice, wow. So he's going to go up the top with the right flipper at the moment because he doesn't have enough Meteor letters to make the spinner worthwhile.
Yeah.
But when you start to get most of those letters,
again.
I mean,
what a dig.
Matt should be buying a lottery ticket at this point. And again, I mean,
the man is on fire. Save it again. Another one. Another in lane. So as well as shooting the letters directly,
it had to end eventually, right?
It did. You can also spot the Meteor letters by the either in lane or by the red star rollovers at the top. And I think also the pop bumpers, the yellow and white pop bumpers near the top will spot letters as well. If you complete Meteor, it's not a bad thing because that gives you bonus X every time you complete Meteor.
Yeah.
Your bonus is built up by hitting the three banks of drop targets around the side of the playfield.
This is a much smaller game, much smaller playfield.
Yeah.
So if Nathan keeps his usual pace, the ball is going to be flying around a lot.
Yeah. Come on, rip that spinner. Oh,
it's a tough shot, that spinner. It doesn't feel quite where you expect it to be.
So it's a good spinner. It's not maxed. Now it's maxed.
And then a very early shot.
Go
so
on,
if he can get
hit
this
it now.
Great shot. Great shot.
Good value rip there. So Nathan's
Yeah.
up to 180k.
And again, on the fly,
Yeah.
bang, that's danger, but he's managed to keep
He's
it.
reset his targets now, so he wants to go
into
back
control.
up. Best way to go back up top, I find, is to bank it off the 2 bank, which is the upper of the 2 drop target banks on the left.
Yeah.
But there is a gap between that pop bumper if you're accurate enough to shoot it, but I find it's a bit dangerous because the pop bumper.
It's max now, but
Oh, it's not
There
quite
we go.
max.
Well,
It's
got
close
all.
enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's only got 1 letter remaining, so
Yeah. Oh, go on, get it. No, bit
just
early.
a little bit early shot there. So
Okay.
I'm not sure Nathan's going to tap pass.
No,
No.
I don't think I've ever seen Nathan tap pass.
No.
It's not something he likes doing. Go on, rip it.
There we
Yes,
go.
nice. And back through again. Oh, this is such a good ball.
It's a
Nearly
great ball.
400k already.
Yeah.
Nathan is on fire. Okay, that spotted the O, so he needs some more letters ideally before he starts going for the spinner again. That spinner is so juicy.
It is, yeah. It for a while it barely moved.
Yeah.
When we were here, like
It's,
sort of 6 months ago, you'd hit the spinner and you get 3 spins, but it's kind of been
I think 2 or 3 weeks ago I saw Neil post a photo on Facebook of Meteor freshly juiced. So I
right.
think
a good
what
recovery
a save.
there. He was
Go on.
expecting the dead bounce and didn't get it.
And he's got his bonus up really well as well. So
Yeah.
he's got. I'm trying to see the X. I
Lovely-
think he's got
another
4x
good save.
bonus.
That's a fantastic save
Oh.
by
Yeah.
Nathan Greenwood.
That's not his name. Okay.
So
5 letters down.
and to go
Oh,
and a,
oh
and a
what's
revert.
going on? How has he saved that? That was going so fast.
It's
Unbelievable.
Just, it is incredible, isn't it? It's yeah.
Wow, okay,
So-
resets the targets.
So-
he's up to, I think he's got 6x bonus now, and all 3 of his
and
bonuses
he
are
keeps
quite up to
coming
the
back
top.
down through that spinner,
Yeah,
and that spinner's
737,000, ball 1. This is unbelievable. What was the top qualifying score, Martin? Have you got it there? Oh, what a ball! Round of applause around PVR. That bonus is going to be huge as well. It's still counting. It's still counting. It's going to keep counting for a while. He's going to be around 900k once this stops counting down. It's just huge.
yeah. That was an incredible ball. I think we're looking at in qualifying that ball alone would have been 5th place. That one ball would have been 5th place in
Oh,
qualifying.
Nathan
so
Garwood, take a bow.
on a win it and win everything match to put in a ball like that. That's incredible.
Right, well, Craig
can Craig
knows
do?
what he needs to do now.
Yeah.
And it's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, falls through the spinner. Nice control. Goes into the pop. He didn't want that.
No.
You know, is he going to go off the 2 bank? No, he's going through the gap. Okay.
Lovely control at the top as well.
Picks off the E. Oh, what a save. Digs that out.
But unfortunately, it went up, Schatzed, and
Yeah.
has taken his letter. There's one, but I think you'll find him just kind of going up through the spinner. If he's got the ball on the
Yeah.
left flipper, yeah.
I mean, why not? It's still
and-
okay value.
You know,
Especially when it's juiced like it is.
yeah.
He's going to go through that gap again. Yeah,
Yeah.
he likes that gap. I don't like that gap, but I'm entirely inaccurate, which is why I always go off the 2 bank.
That's
Oh, that's the danger of that shot.
Yeah,
That is the if
when you miss
if you
it.
miss it early, it comes back at you.
and he's struggling
with
to
mustard.
find the spinner, and it's one of those spinner shots
Yeah.
that it's really tough to
Yeah.
find it.
Oh yeah, it's
But when you've got it like Nathan had it, and Nathan had several come back down,
yeah.
and now it's so juiced. It's
Okay,
just adding
Timber
points.
is just looking at Nathan's score, kind of scrunching his face a bit, but
Yeah.
he's more than capable of this.
But the thing is none of these players are going right. Okay, well, what do I need to come second? They're all thinking,
yeah, they want the win.
I'm going to win it.
It's a simple equation.
And because of the sort of game Meteor is,
Max spinner, here we go. Boom,
Lovely
that's
rip.
huge, that's huge.
and nice control. So you can see he didn't flip. Lovely tap.
And through again, that's just so big. Oh, what a save!
Yeah.
Okay, he's reset. He's
so
reset.
that sort of save Schatz ended up resetting his targets, but
those 2 rips gave him about 150k.
yeah,
it's huge. Oh, that's gone. He'll end up about 300 after his bonus, just over.
which normally on one ball you'd be quite happy with.
Just under 300.
If you can put up like 250, 300 on a ball, do that 2 or 3 times, you're going to be doing well on this. But
okay, Matt resets his targets, so he's up to 3x. Oh, gone.
It comes down through the spinner, so it's a bad drain, but he got a load of points out of it.
Yeah, he got some. He's up to 140, but Nathan, let's see what Nathan can do with this ball now.
Yeah.
He can really, if he has another ball like that, it's as good as over, because that was just huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that was the bank shot I was talking about.
And again, it's like Nathan's not trying to slow this down.
Oh, no, that's gone. Yeah.
There were opportunities there to just slow it down and move the ball about, but he's just so good at those immediate shots.
So he only had about 30k on that ball, but I mean he's still got a huge
I think
lead.
we'd both be surprised if he doesn't win with that score, right?
Yes, it'll take something pretty special to catch that. Okay, decent spinner.
Oh,
rejects
off.
Off the centre post.
And that was Craig going for a dead bounce where the flipper just sagged.
Yeah, the bush. Maybe there's a bit of slack in the bushing.
And luckily the centre post that goes through that time.
Oh no!
And he
Craig,
does the same thing again.
That. Oh no, Craig.
I think that flipper's sagged.
Yeah, it's just got too much slack in the bushing, and the dead bounce just isn't there.
No.
That is a problem with a lot of classics.
Yeah, I think it's that second one was coming in fast, but it's just the flipper just must be
just taking all the
sagging.
momentum out of it. Yeah. Okay, right. Timber's got a very good spinner. Can he rip it? Oh, nice control. Oh, here it is.
Shot.
Yeah, boom.
And great control.
Catch. Beautiful.
And then just lets the ball come down because he doesn't want to.
Tap, rolling tap.
Oh.
No, too much. There it is.
Third time lucky. Oh, and it hits that. And again.
What a
lovely
save.
Nudge.
What a save.
Yeah.
Perfect outlay nudge. Okay, there's the tap again. No. Centre post.
I think he was surprised by that centre post. He was trying to save that and just couldn't get the flipper to it.
I thought that was gone.
Yeah.
Oh, don't dead bounce it. Not that. No.
He tried to dead bounce it as well.
Twice. Wow.
Yeah. A lovely tap passes though.
Yeah, the tap is
but he's not
so
finding the spinner again.
He's just a bit early.
Yeah.
Tap
rolling.
It. Yeah, lovely.
Oh, that's lovely. That shows a level of control.
The rolling tap has to be one of the hardest flipper skills in pinball.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to do.
Because it means you need to spot it, decide you're going to do it, adjust. Most players adjust their hands slightly for the tap pass because you're not using the tips of your fingers. And so, it's...
that left flipper just killed that ball. Oh, man, no.
It's as if because that left flipper wasn't that bad at the start of the game.
No, I don't think so. It might have just slipped a bit.
It's as if the left flipper's come off the...
Maybe the grub screw might have just slackened a little bit.
Because I don't remember the dead bounces being
it's just killing it completely dead.
Impossible on the first ball. Not that that'll affect Nathan. Yeah, the one good thing for Nathan, right, is like, a flipper that doesn't dead bounce.
Will he tap? No, he won't tap.
There's
Absolutely
no way.
not.
Absolutely no way.
Not interested.
And
942. Right, here we go.
Got control. So can he get that spin again?
Nope, late. Oh, and that's gone.
He's not quite going to make the million.
He's not going to roll it, but he's going to be so happy with that score. Anybody would be happy with that score. That's unbelievable. 963,000.
Yeah. So
Craig.
Third place in qualifying. Of everybody who's played it all day, that's the third best score.
Okay, Craig needs 830,000 to win.
Yeah.
But first target will be Matt, who's currently on 171.
I'm not sure. The last game, I think Craig was had a target and would have thought, okay, what do I need to do to finish second? I don't think Craig's.
He's not in that way inclined.
He's not. He's basically.
He's a winning machine.
I've got to win this. So,
okay, he's past Matt. Next target up the road, Timber, about 230k away. Oh, save it! Oh, yes, beautiful patience. Yeah. Okay. Calm down. Shots. Oh, look how dead that flipper is.
Yeah.
Even just rolling over it kills the momentum completely. Yeah. Wow. Everything on that flipper is dead.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we at, Craig?
So now he's going to drop it down. So, big spinner
big
rip here. Oh, and it breaks off. This is danger, trouble. But he's got control again.
Yeah,
and he's
lovely.
Back through.
That will mean he overtakes for second. Now, only one target on his mind. This will be if he can pull this off, this will be a ball for the ages.
Oh. Right.
Rip.
Oh, late. So
go on, rip it. Yes.
Shot.
I guess another 100k closer. Come on, Craig.
Oh
no, it's gone. He's not going to make it. Nathan Garwood, your British Masters Classics champion 2025. Excellent. What a performance.
Wow. Excellent performance. And, did the whole thing in ball one. On that game.
Yeah, would have won it with ball one.
Came last in the first game.
So Nathan takes the win. Craig will take second place. Timber and Craig are tied.
Timber and Craig are tied.
Yeah, there'll be a playoff for second.
I think that's what Neil was just saying.
Sorry, I was just going through the points.
Second place. So yeah.
Okay, and Matt will take fourth.
Yeah.
So it'll be
of course, Timber won. Timber, won last weekend. Won the ECS. Not able to follow that up, but another final. See if he can come second or third in this. Not sure what they're going to.
Yeah, not sure.
I think we're about to find out. If it's Timber's choice, reasonable chance it's up at the end towards Alien Poker.
It is Alien Poker. Okay. See, Craig likes this game as well, so I think Craig won't be unhappy about this.
No. I don't think most players will have been unhappy about any of Timber's picks.
No.
It's like,
there's nothing sort of esoteric there. It's all the sort of fairly well-known standard classics.
Obviously, Matt, I don't know whether any of those games were ones that are his, but he's here a lot of the time. Mm-hmm. Players at this level, you need to know all the games.
Yeah. So Craig owns half of a laser queue, which is a machine with a very, very similar layout to Alien Poker. Slightly different scoring, but an extremely similar layout.
I was just trying to look up the qualifying scores for Alien Poker and realised that there weren't any.
Yes, this got added in for the finals. Okay.
I think it got added in because Blackout.
Blacks out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, right. How do we play Alien Poker? So you go up the top to get the King's lanes.
Left or right, either, depending on which flip you've got it on.
Yeah, so those give you your multiplier for your Royal Flush value. And to score your Royal Flush, you want to hit the targets
in order,
ideally, for the maximum value. Timber's just got the ace left, but he's currently...
he's taking it. Yeah, okay. He's got his joker lit.
It takes a while to count down the points.
Yeah.
So that scored him 200,000.
I'm surprised he took that ball one.
Yeah,
I would've
normally you want your king. You can get up to 4 multipliers on the king's lanes. Oh,
Oh.
gone.
Yeah.
Maybe you just wanted some points in the bank just to sort of
Quite
put a
possibly.
little bit of scoreboard pressure on Craig.
Yeah.
But I don't think Craig will be too phased by that. He'll go up top for his kings. Oh, that's trouble.
That's
oh,
a
what a
great
dig.
save.
What a dig. And this is another double flipper game where you can't get scissored because there is a bar.
Yeah.
Similar to big game,
And
there's a bar.
you can stage that upper flipper. So the upper
Yeah.
right flipper, if you've got a trap on the upper right flipper, you can stage it. You can just drop the ball down, and it rolls down gently to the lower flipper. Because some players take the spinner shot from the upper flipper, but today it doesn't really seem to be quite making it.
Yeah, I haven't played this today.
The spinner's taking enough pace off of it to make it a very difficult shot. So the shot up from the left flipper up that right orbit works fine.
Okay, Craig's at 4x now on the Royal Flush.
Okay.
I wonder if he'll take one more. Yeah, he's going to go for the max value.
Yeah.
I
So
think that's quite sensible. Well, it's
Yeah.
sensible if you can cash it out. He's gone for some targets now. Yeah, he's trying to cash out now. Oh, it's out.
but he gets that progress carried over.
I think that carries. I could be wrong, but I do think the multiplier carries until you cash it. If he steps up with no red lights, I think he'll be unhappy. Otherwise, he'll probably be quite pleased because he's made good progress there on his kings. So Timber only needs one more king, so he'll get his 2x very very easily off the plunge. There it is.
And the plunge is a great, always goes up to the top. So you get a king straight away.
And you can, because the plunge goes through the spinner. If you're really looking to milk points, you can try and sort of thumb plunge and really try and rip that spinner all the way through. If you are so inclined.
Well, you can get the spinner lit. So if you can get the spinner lit and the ball drops back in, because the most powerful shot up through that spinner is the plunger, because it's got a really strong spring on it.
Yeah.
So if you get if you get lucky and the spinner's lit and you end up with the ball in the shooter lane, that's a lot of points.
It's money, yeah. So Timber demonstrating the post catch there on the left flipper. Really powerful technique on many games.
And lovely control again from Timber.
Oh, another great dig. Dead bounce, lovely.
So let's see what he does here. He's going from the upper flipper.
And gone.
Yeah.
Okay, 576. That's not bad. And Craig's X has carried, so he's got. I think it should be a 4x cash out, but it's just a 3x is lit right now. Oh, it's so dangerous. Oh, good save.
Good save.
Just needs the ace. Oh, he's early. Go on, backhand it.
Control.
Yeah, backhand it. Perfect. Right, let's see this count up. It's going to take a while. He's going to hold it. He starts at 156. I think he's going to end. Yeah, 4. That's a 300k collect. So it was 3x.
Another great save.
So good. Right. Is he going to go up for more king lanes? Because that resets now, so that multiplier's gone. So if he gets more royal flushes now, it'll just be 100k a time. He's going straight for them.
Yeah.
The queen was popping back up again. I think he might have been. Was he out of order? I don't know. Okay, here's another multiplier. Yeah,
there we go.
Beautiful. Well done. I think that's 2x. Okay, got the jack.
And again on this machine, the dead bounce is working really nicely. Get control.
Yeah. Alien Poker has a bit of a quirk where if you shoot the drops out of order, the value of the royal flush is denoted by those red lights below the drop targets. And if you shoot them out of order, your value goes down. But then once you shoot in the right order, it goes back up again. So currently Craig's at max value, but he will want the king.
That's really easy to do. You try and live catch on that upper flipper and just drop the blade. There we saw the
stage drop. That's so nice. Yeah. And he gets the royal flush.
Yeah.
How big is this one going to be? I think it'll be 200k. He started on 499. Yeah, 701. So that was 200k. And he's taken the lead.
And given that now it's building points over Timber, so I suspect he'll
he's out. Okay,
just go back.
Craig will be really happy with that.
Yeah.
That's a very solid ball. Timber's shaking his hand. Okay,
so
final ball.
Timber he only needs one king for his.
Yeah,
so he'll get that off the plunge, assuming he selects correctly. You can see he's moved the lane to the left, and then he'll move it across. You can only move one way. You can only move right. So he will.
Yeah, good reactions. Okay,
completion.
So he's got the 2x, so now if he gets his royal flush, he will take the lead again. But obviously Craig does have the ball in hand. Okay, you can see the value drop there because he hit the king instead of the queen, but that will count itself back up again once he starts hitting in the right order. No, he missed. Still needs the queen. I think each light is 20k. Okay, so he's down to 40k.
And that's done.
That's it.
Wow.
So Craig Pullen takes second place, Timber takes third. And the victory plunge, the best plunge in all of pinball.
So yeah, Craig taking those the flush in the last one just added to the score.
It shows the power of the king lane multipliers. It really is make or break on this game. I think Craig showed
and it's a real risk reward choice, isn't it?
because Tinder cashed it out with a multiplier on ball 1. It came back to Haunted.
True.
So great play from Craig there. Thank you all for listening in to this, I would say stream, but it's just a recording.
Yeah, and I think it is being streamed, but as usual, unfortunately, the signal here is poor. So apologies to everybody who's been seeing buffering as you've been trying to watch the stream. It is being recorded. It will be posted, so you can watch it back.
And we'll be back for more pinball action for the main tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks all.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
My play. It's just one game on you with that.